Yo, what's going on, guys? Today's video, I'm gonna be bringing out to you a Battle Royale 2.0 tips video. And basically, I was thinking about doing this now that I got my camera and stuff. Might as well put a new one out with better quality and stuff. And also the reason why is because right now in BR, if you didn't know, there's free entries, and so you have as many times to redraft and stuff to get the perfect team you need to try to go 12-0. So right now is the best time to try to go 12-0 if you haven't gone there yet. You can redraft as many times as you want for free and not have any penalties, and just try to get that team that's can give you a great chance of going 12-0. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna draft a team just to show you what I would do if what I'm looking for and stuff when I do play Battle Royale. If you guys don't know, I don't really play Battle Royale. I only do it at the beginning of the year to get the stubs I need so that I can get the stubs I need so that I can buy the collections. After that, I don't like playing Battle Royale. All-Star is just not for me. I don't like All-Star, especially being the fact that I'm trying to stay very competitive, and playing ranked season on Legend, going back and forth between All-Star and Legend is kind of difficult in my opinion. And hopefully for future installments they do something about the pitch speeds, making it more universal, but right now that's not the key. That's not how it's going to be, so I try to stay away from Battle Royale. I really wish I could do some content on Battle Royale, but it's just not my forte. Well, I wouldn't say it's not my forte. I can go 12-0 if I want to. I did 2 of them on back-to-back days at the beginning of the year. So it's not that I can't do it. It's just I don't like doing it. I don't like playing it. It's a headache. All-Star is just not fun, in my opinion. But if you guys are looking to get that first 12-0 banner or be more successful in Battle Royale in general, this is what this video is for. So we'll jump into a draft. I'm gonna just forfeit this draft, and we'll jump straight into a new draft. So right here we got 99 Kluber, 98 Torrey, Chef, 99 Chef, and 97 Pedroia. So I'm eliminating Pedroia and automatically. I don't want that card. I don't want to waste my high diamond on a 97 Pedroia. I don't want to do that. In my opinion, since it's All-Star and Battle Royale, and you need good pitchers, what I would do here is actually go with the Cy Young Kluber so that I have a dominant pitcher. I know for a fact one of my starters is going to be dominant. Now that I've done that, I need at least 2 good starters, in my opinion, in Battle Royale. Preferably 3, but at least 2 good starters to be successful in Battle Royale this year, because of the energy transferring over. So what I would do here is take a starting pitcher there, just because I have at least 2 slots to waste because of I already drafted Corey Kluber. Okay, so now we got Peralta, who I don't think is a very good starting pitcher. Colin Pache, who's a good left-handed reliever, but he doesn't throw a slider, he throws fastball, curveball, and splitter. Then we got Edwin and Marwin Gonzalez. So I would take Edwin right here. Edwin is a BR goon. When I used him, I used him in BR at the beginning of the year, 559. This dude's a freaking monster and animal when it comes to BR. So whenever you see Edwin, you might as well just take him. So here I'm gonna waste my second slot for starting pitcher that I said I can waste. I'm gonna waste it right here on the common round, just because I'm trying to get rid of those 2 commons, and it happened to be early in the draft, so I was actually able to get rid of those 2 commons in a spot that I want to put them in, which is the 2 slots that I'm wasting in the starting rotation, because I want my bullpen to be as good as possible, and I want my lineup and bench to be at least as good as possible, my bench to have at least 2 bats that I can count on off the bench. So now we got El Duque. I'm not going to go with El Duque. We got Britton, who who does throw a very hard sinker, but I don't think he'd be very efficient on All-Star. Then we got Didi and we got Cargo. I'm gonna go with Didi because you got a power hitting left-handed shortstop. You don't really get that. Good fielding. Shortstops are a key position in Battle Royale. He's got good fielding, so I'm going to go with Didi Gregorius since there's not that many shortstops that actually have a lot of power. Okay, so the next guy I would go with is Domingo Santana. He's a decent bronze. One of the better bronze hitting-wise. 67 power versus right and 68 versus left. So you could, once you put him on the bench, he's actually a guy that you can count on off the bench in VR. So here we got Will Myers, who has 80 power versus lefties. Hernan Perez, we got Tommy Malone, and Aaron Bummer. Bummer actually throws a sinker and a cutter. For a left-handed pitcher, that's really good. We love the sinker-cutter combo. Those two pitches, those combo pitches are the best combo in the game when it comes to pitching-wise. So we're going to take Aaron Bummer. We're going to take a lefty in the bullpen, which we like to have. Here, we have J. Happ, Hira, Franco, and Dyson. I'm actually going to go with Hira. He's got 85 contact, 82 power versus righties. So, and he's a right-handed hitter. So if I had to eventually start him, a lot of people are just going to leave righties against him because they don't want to have the lefty facing the lefty and they might not realize it's split. So I'm just going to draft him. We got Andrew Heaney, who throws a sinker, curveball, changeup. He doesn't throw that slider. Kurt Suzuki, Yimi Garcia, and this guy right here is an absolute BR god. Jay Bruce, you see him, it's an automatic draft pick. This is one of those cards that's an automatic draft pick. Just like Edwin, he's also one of those, I think, is an automatic draft pick. This dude right here, look at this. 56 at-bats in BR. 696. This dude's almost hitting 756 at-bats, okay? 39 hits, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 18 tanks. So 28 of his 39 hits are extra base hits. I mean, you can't really ask for more. Just auto pick right there when it comes to Jay Bruce. So the next one we're gonna do, or next we got Folty, Franco, Pilar, and Will Smith. I don't like the hitters, but I will take Franco. He's kind of glitchy with that screwball, and then he's got a sinker, slider, and 4-seam. And he's a lefty, so I'll take that sinker and that screwball from him, and I'm gonna put him on in the bullpen. Here we got Glasnow, we got Betances. He does throw a 2-seam. We got Biggio, the rookie card, not too. He's kind of and then we got Yohan Moncada. So Moncada has against lefties, he doesn't have much power, but he does have good power against righties and contact, and he has decent contact versus lefties, and he's a switch hitter. So I'm going to go ahead and take that because switch hitters are premium in my opinion when it comes to having them in your lineup in BR. All right, so next we got Jake Cave. This guy Garcia, we throw him out. Ian Kennedy, we're probably gonna throw him out, yeah. And Danny Duffy. I'm actually gonna go with Jake Cave because Jake Cave is actually 62 power and 66 power. In BR is actually not bad at all. You can definitely use him off the bench. That'd be a decent bench bat right there. So now we got Jeff Bain, Lucas Sims, and these two guys I don't like. Well, let's see what Cleveland's got. He doesn't got much. I don't like this catcher. I'm gonna go Lucas Sims. I need to start building the pen a little bit. I'd rather build it with some golds, but right now we're gonna go with the bronze. We have a couple slots to waste in the bullpen too. We don't need everyone to be absolutely amazing. So Urania. We're actually gonna go Animal Sanchez. He's actually not a terrible bronze. He's got that sinker cutter combo and a slow curveball splitter and 4-seam. So this is actually one of the better bronze starting pitchers. And I'm just gonna have to pick not the auto pick, but I'm gonna have to take him because I didn't like much of what was going on in the rest of that lineup that they gave me. So Brebia, no, I don't like his pitches. Mike Minor, don't like his pitches. I'm gonna go Kurt Suzuki here. He has decent power versus righty, pretty good versus lefty. So, and he has a nice swing. I'm gonna go with Kurt Suzuki right there for my catcher. So now we completed the starting lineup. Now we got 5 more slots for the hitters left. And now we got Blevins, Castro. I don't like any of these hitters. Now I'm gonna go Blevins here. He's a left-handed reliever who throws a sinker and a curveball, change of four seam. Not one of your first options out the pen, but he's not a terrible option, especially against. If you need one out versus a lefty, he's a good guy to go to. Boxberger, he doesn't throw what I want him to throw. We're gonna go Dexter Fowler. He's a switch hitting bronze. He's got okay attributes, but he is a switch hitter, so we'll go with Dexter Fowler. And here we go. Okay, so we got some Marjorie Kingman. We're gonna go Miguel Sano. This is another auto pick. You see him in a silver round, auto pick Miguel Sano. We're gonna go Miguel Sano. The dude's an absolute animal when it comes to having him in BR, like without a doubt, one of the best BR cards. Okay, so we got no. We're gonna go with Austin Meadows. Has very good splits versus both, especially as a left-handed hitter. He can also hit lefties. Our outfield's kind of shaky right now. We only have one guy that I can trust, which is Jay Bruce. So we're gonna put Austin Meadows in the outfield as well. That's gonna be a left fielder that we have now. Here it's very bad actually what they gave us. Let me see how many more. I don't want to waste a hitter here, so I'm just gonna say whatever. I'm gonna go with the starting pitcher, even though it's not what I wanted. I'm just gonna go with it. So we got gold. I don't like Bruce Sutter as a gold. He doesn't throw very hard. He does a splitter. He just doesn't have an out pitch like that. So we're actually gonna go with Max Kepler. He's got decent power versus righty. Got better contact versus lefty. So we're gonna go with him, and he has a nice swing. Michael Gibbons, Crone, Joe Morgan, Danny Santana is a freaking absolute glitch when it comes to BR. Look at this, 36 at-bats, 639, 8 tanks, 8 doubles. So 16 of his 23 hits, extra base hits, switch hitter, take him. Plays everywhere. Might not play it at the best, with the best, it's not the best fielding-wise, but you take him. So these guys aren't the best, but I'm going to go ahead and take David Robertson right here. He's got a cutter, four seam, the sweeping or knuckle curve, so I'm gonna take him right there. Ottavino, we're gonna take Ottavino because he's the best out of the group right there. Has a funky delivery, can definitely mess people up. So now we got one more, and I'm actually gonna take Lee Smith on this one. I got 3 lefties already, so I don't need David Price. Lee Smith, he got a hard fastball, slider, got that cutter that you can throw people off from. Tunneling with the fastball, and he's got a forkball, which people swing out in front of a lot, especially when they throw hard like Lee Smith does. So we're gonna go with Lee Smith. Okay, so we got our bullpen. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. We're looking usually for a better bullpen. So our 2 starters, we only got 2 good starters. We got 1 really good one and 1 decent one. We're gonna go with Corey Kluber, 1 game, and then the next game you go with Anibal Sanchez. And then your main pitchers out of the bullpen in this rotation, or in this bullpen, would be Ottavino, Lee Smith, Aaron Bummer, and Franco, probably. No, I would say these 3 right here, and Aaron Bummer, and then you can go Franco as your 5th option. Okay, our lineup, we're actually moving Moncada since he has that flexibility to second. We're gonna put our man Miguel Sano in the lineup. We're gonna put Austin Meadows in left. Actually, no, Jay Bruce in left. And we're going to move Cave out of the lineup and put Santana. Our outfield's absolutely atrocious, but we got good hitting. So this lineup would be, what I would rock this lineup, it would be Sano leading off, Bruce in the 2 spot, Edwin in the 3 spot, Didi in the 4 spot. Actually, Didi in the 2 spot. Bruce in the 4 spot. Meadows in the 6 spot. And we're going to put Danny in the 5 spot. Kurt Suzuki in the 7 spot. And Moncada in that 8 spot. This lineup is actually pretty decent. It's got nice power at Sano, with Sano, Didi, Edwin, Jay Bruce, Santana taking deep, Austin Meadows. I mean, you got 8 guys that technically take you deep at any point, especially against righties. But definitely 6 guys that can take you deep versus anyone. Santana is one of those guys. The guy absolutely hits the crap out of the baseball. So mostly what I look for when it comes to excuse me, I lost my train of thought. Here we go. Okay, what I try to look for when it comes to drafting is power guys, number one for the lineup. Power guys. You got a 3-inning game. You want guys that can make the ball game, can put up a run with one swing of the bat. Obviously, you got a 3-inning game. Then, when it comes, that's what I look for in the lineup. I always want to have at least 2 guys on the bench that I can trust one against a righty, one against a lefty coming off the bench to pinch hit in those key spots that you might need them and might need to replace one of these guys because you feel more comfortable. And then in the starting rotation, I want 2 minimum guys that I can trust that can get the job done starting. 3 is probably the most optimal in my opinion. Okay? And then when it comes to bullpen, I want at least 4 solid arms. So this bullpen has Ottavino, Lee Smith, David Robertson, and in my opinion, Aaron Bummer's pretty solid. Franco's not bad either. So I want at least 4 solid arms in the pen. I can waste 3 spots in the bullpen in my opinion. 4 solid arms. And that's what I look for when it comes to drafting a Battle Royale team that's going to go 12-0. You know, this lineup is pretty good. I'm a little shaky about the starting pitching. I might end up redrafting this lineup if I were to play. But I do think I can go 12-0 with this team, so I might as well. I can play it out. You can see how it goes. If you already feel after the 1 or 2 games that your pitching might not be there with the current pitching that this one has, I would personally redraft in my opinion. If you're like on the wall on that team, but you're like, man, I do got a hitting lineup that's pretty good. I'm kind of iffy about the pitching. Let me play 1 or 2 games. You already will know if you're going to struggle or not after 1 or 2 games with the pitchers you have. So at that point, it's really early in the draft. It's free. Just redraft over again. But yeah, those are the things I look for, guys. Again, to just go over it step by step. Power in your lineup. 1 to 2 guys off the bench that can, or 2 guys off the bench that could do a job. At least a minimum of 2 good starters. 3 is optimal, okay, to start each game, and at least 4 good bullpen arms. Okay, you get those, and that's, in my opinion, the best mix that you need to go 12-0. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the redo on the BR tips video, and I hope these tips help you go 12-0 if you haven't, or start going 12-0 more consistently. Okay, guys. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We're on the road to 9K now. We actually got over that 8K, a little bit over 8.1K now in subscribers. Please help me get to 9K and then eventually 10K. That's a big goal of mine, is to hit that 10K mark. So if you guys can help me get there, I would highly appreciate it. Turn those notifications on when you hit that subscribe button. Leave a like on the video. And if you have any more questions about BR that I might have missed out on, because I didn't think of it, which we can all do, just leave it in the comment section, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability and as quickly as possible. All right, guys, until the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Peace.